Sienna Songbird here. I want to break down for you really quick what a liver flush is, because there's confusion around this. A liver flush is not taking herbs, taking supplements to cleanse the liver. It's not a certain kind of diet or a cleanse or a fast. A liver flush is actually a simple method of leveraging the body's own natural mechanics to physically move material out of the liver. Why would we be trying to move material out of the liver? Well, unfortunately, a lot of people's livers are congested and full of these putty-like stones. We call them stones, but it's a bit of a misnomer because they're not hard. They're more like putty. These globs, they build up whenever the liver has too much to do and it needs to deal with something later. It has a toxin, it can't get to it. It will cover it in bile and sequester it, kind of like putting it up on a shelf. I will get to you later. Unfortunately, over time, the liver, if it's still busy and overworked, it doesn't get to that backlog and they pile up more and more over time. They can also kind of catch, and there's sticky things that collect on them and they start to kind of grow in size, almost like a snowball rolling down a hill. And so eventually they start blocking off certain ducts of the liver and making the liver work less efficiently. Luckily, with a liver flush, we can get some of that gunk out of the liver in one fell swoop. We do that by deliberately softening the stones, dilating the bile ducts, and stimulating a big bile release at one time. The stones and the sludge come out of the liver right where the bile usually comes out, and it enters into the digestive tract. We apply methods to make sure it moves quickly through the digestive tract, and all of that material from the liver is then evacuated out of the body via the bowels, like a regular bowel movement. You can tell that what has been evacuated is not regular poop, partially because you've already cleared out the colon using this protocol, and because the material usually floats and has distinct shapes, odors, and colors that are only associated with pigments and material found in the liver. People have even tested the material and found that it originated in the liver and gallbladder. Done correctly, this procedure is actually safe and painless and has been around as a home remedy for a long, long time. And what I like about it, it is the most efficient way to drastically improve liver function. That whole procedure takes about 1.5 days out of the month where your routine is disturbed. And is this something we only have to do once? Well, not really, because the congestion has been there for so long and these stones have been formed for so long, often since very early in life, they're packed in there so tightly. And sometimes there's just not enough bile flow around the material. So you generally can't move it all at once and move it all out at once. Most people need many passes of the liver flush. And in general, if you can't commit to an ongoing liver flushing regimen, it may be better not to start. And I'm not going to get into all the specifics of that right now, but it's just good to keep in mind that this is something we take on where we're kind of committing to the body that we're going to see this process through and help it really get cleared out. Is this something you're interested in implementing into your life, this life-saving liver flush protocol? If it does sound like something you're interested, reach out to me, Sienna, for the next step in getting started. Many blessings.